Ever notice how some people just instantly dislike you the moment you open up your mouth? That's natural. And in fact, we want that. Your ability to divide the room based on not what you're saying, but just the fact that you're talking is actually a superpower. So I'm going to teach you how to lean into that even more in today's episode. But primarily, I want you to really grasp that that is not a flaw. It is not bad. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. When that happens, your job is to hold steady in who you are and how your voice comes across. And don't waver trying to capture everyone's attention and people please. That's where you actually dilute your power. In this episode, we're going to explore the idea of your voice as a frequency, as your naturally coded voice, in fact, and how your ability to turn people off with your voice is actually a strength. And then I'm going to be giving you 3 practical tools to help you reframe that awkward feeling so that you actually do identify it as a strength inside of your body. Hey everyone, my name is Kim Fisher. I'm a vocal coach, empowerment coach, and spiritual guide. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I love helping impact-driven people like you find their voice, find their power, authenticity, stand on it, and lead their mission forward in this world. So if that's you, stick around, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications, and let's get back into it. Your voice carries a unique energy signature. And this is part of the reason I refer to the voice lovingly as vocal honey, because when you embrace your voice is going to be like honey. It's going to be so tasty. And the ones that are meant to work with you, the ones that are assigned to work with you in this lifetime, are going to hear it, feel it, and seek it out because it's just going to chef's kiss, so tasty, right? But also from the speaker's perspective, it's going to be delicious for you to deliver the goods and speak. Long gone are the days of you fearing speaking. Long gone are the days of you saying, I just hate the sound of my voice. No, it is vocal honey. And when you learn how to express that unique frequency and your unique vocal signature, you can't help but just resonate with certain people, but you're also not going to be able to help that you just turn some people off. We don't want to attract everyone in. Not everyone is meant to work with you. So we want to be able to be comfortable with dividing the room, not just with what you say, but how you say it. It's like a filter that helps you attract your vibe while weeding out those who are not meant to be with you. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you, and it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. I also want you to reframe fear, okay? Your voice, when you speak, it's like a filter. And it's also like a tuning fork. When you think of it this way, your voice is helping people find a sense of clarity, find a sense of resonance, connection with you. So this is why it's key to understand and trust that those who are drawn in with your voice are being attuned to your frequency. So naturally, they're going to be so much easier to work with. They're going to be so much more enjoyable to be around. They are literally going to be enthusiastic people. The ones that don't resonate, they were never meant to be with you in the first place. All right, so let's get into 3 practical tools to help you embrace your unique voice and let go of people pleasing. Number 1, you need to shift your mindset. Not everyone is supposed to like you, and that's okay. I know that it's a hard pill to swallow, especially if you're like me, a recovering people pleaser. But it helps people quickly align to you and transact with wisdom, knowledge, trust, and money. And it helps those that are not supposed to work with you quickly hit the road so that they can find their teacher, their coach, their instructor. So the practice here is every time you feel that little twinge of like, oh, I've got some fear here that when I go to speak, someone won't like me. I want you to just pause and remind yourself, my voice is a filter. The right people will feel it. The wrong ones will fall away. And then what you might also do to back this up is to give yourself some journal prompts. Write these down. Number 1, my voice attracts my aligned audience. Or the right people feel empowered when they hear me speak. Use these affirmations before important meetings, calls, or speaking engagements. Number 2, it's all about the brain. You're going to train up that RAS, or your reticular activating system. The RAS is the part of your brain that filters out unnecessary information. It kind of sits in a way between your conscious and your unconscious mind. And it allows information, noise, people, book titles, information to pass from unconscious to conscious if you train your RAS to do so. For example, if you're looking to gain muscle mass at the gym, you're going to start getting obsessed at home, right? You're going to start visualizing and journaling and looking up things online, watching fitness people on Instagram and getting bookmarks on videos. You're going to start to get obsessed. That emotional response and that additional and a surplus amount of time that you're doing devoted to being in shape is training the RAS to notice, she is really excited about building muscle. Now, anytime anything around us is about fitness or building muscle, I'm going to let Kim know. I'll pass it through from the subconscious mind to the conscious mind. And this happens where like you're in line at the grocery store and suddenly you notice the magazines, the impulse grab magazines that are there. And you're like, oh my goodness, look at this one has the title of 5 different ways to lose weight and gain muscle, or 7 recipes, 14 recipes to build muscle this summer. And you grab that magazine. Little did you know that that's been sitting there all month long, but you just noticed it that day. All of the people, the resources, the information you need to get where you want to go are around you all of the time. It's just that you didn't see it yet. And so this is where the RAS is an important tool for you to train to help you look for evidence of people who resonate with your message. So instead of focusing so much on the fact that that person didn't like you, or that person seemed to give you a face when you spoke, or that guy didn't like me, she had a rebuttal. Instead of focusing on those people, which is just training up your RAS to see more of the people that don't resonate with you, you have to be diligent and fierce here to train the brain to look for evidence of people who do resonate with your message. So the practice here is after every conversation, after every speaking event, I want you to write down at least one positive piece of information, feedback, conversation, feeling that you had during that interaction. And over time, this evidence is going to build and train your brain to focus on the wins instead of the critics. And finally, number 3, using the power of breath to ground you before you speak. Because we can go right into our brains and have that old familiar story of this is going to be hard. People aren't going to like me. Need to be washed away on those beautiful exhales. Breath work is so critical for helping you to stabilize your nervous system and ground into the beauty and potential and abundance of the moment. And when you're worried about how people are perceiving you, your voice can get strained and even shaky because your adrenaline is spiking, and adrenaline makes your vocal cords nice and tight, which can even raise the pitch a little bit when we know a nice lower pitch does signal confidence and authority. So by breathing, focusing more on your exhalation than the inhalation, you will trigger that rest and digest, or the parasympathetic nervous system, so that you relax and you can speak from that place of confidence. Before you speak, take 3 deep breaths into your belly. And on the exhale, focus on releasing the energy of perfectionism and people pleasing and fear. And it may even help for you to give that breath a color. With the eyes closed, visualize that color and that energy leaving your body very easily. And on the exhale, you could even recite a mantra such as, I release any need for external approval. This will help you align your voice with your true frequency, let go of that anxiety about people pleasing and any distorted fear that you're holding on to. Remember, it's a really great thing that some people aren't going to get you. But now you just got to focus on the people that will get you, and they are absolutely out there. And a lot of them are right around you in this very moment. We just got to train up that RAS to make sure that you are constantly focused on them and seeing them and speaking to them. We're going to wrap up here by me reminding you that your voice is your superpower. From birth, you've been coded with this incredible voice. Its frequency is like a tuning fork, and it's going to help the people that are meant to work with you find you through the clarity and the resonance and the confidence that your voice brings. Also, at the same time, it's going to displace and turn off the people that are not meant to work with you. But that's actually really good. That means they have someone else out there that is meant for them. So your job isn't to be wishy-washy. Your job isn't to people please. It isn't even to freak out about it and take it personally. Your job is to relax and trust the repelling of the ones that are not meant to work with you. And trust that on the backside of that, equal and opposite measure, the ones that are meant to work with you are going to find you that much faster. If this video was helpful, guys, tell me below in the comments. Give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next video.